Okay, we've got a birth. I was just trying to have a coffee, and that's not allowed here at Dallascom because we've got this girl lambing right now.
The baby's really moving, it doesn't want to come out. Yeah, it's struggling to breathe. See it rolling about like that? We've got a distressed lamb there. I think they need a tube feed. If there's ever a lamb that's needed a jumper, that is it. Right, where on earth is the mum of this wee one? That's not your mum, darling. You've not had a triplet that size, it's massive. Okay, here we are an hour later, in to check on the lambs. And to be honest, I'm not overly satisfied with them. They're quite scrawny, as you would say. They're a little thin, a little weak. They're not doing the best. I think they need a tube feed to really get themselves on their feet, get a good heat up, maybe a jumper, and get them sorted. They're very weak. You can see the way they're holding themselves, especially this one, hasn't got much fight about it at all. Mum's got milk. There is milk there. There's enough milk there. But whether they're strong enough to actually suck it, I don't think so. So I think a tube feed, that's what we want to see, a little bit of fight. I think a tube feed, straight into the belly. You can see they're tucked in here. And, oh, darling. And the thing is, their birth wasn't straightforward. You can see how dirty they've been when they've been in labour and they've been in that birthing sack, and it's just knocked them back. I think it's just made them... Why is there rain coming through here? It's knocked them back a wee bit. So I think they're the combination of the tough birth, mum maybe being a little bit over keen with them. She's wanting to keep her eye on them all the time. So every time they go in for a sook, she spins round. And that is sometimes quite dangerous to them because she stands on them, but also instead of them in feeding, they're constantly chasing her around and they're using all her energy reserves. So get some more energy into them. We'll make up some powdered colostrum. Get that into them. That'll get them on their feet, get them strong. A good foundation for them to then start building off. Mum's milk's okay, it is there, but there's just not an abundance of it. So let's see what we can do. We'll get them up on their feet. Nice sook, job done. They're incredibly wet in their pen for some reason. I'm not sure why. I did notice when Mum was giving birth, she had a tremendous amount of birthing fluids. And I think there's maybe a few underlying issues we need to sort out. So we'll get them rebedded because they end up getting very cold. You can see them shivering just now. If there's ever a lamb that's needed a jumper, that is it. Every farmer recognises that look. And it's not a good one. No matter how many times I make this up, I can never remember. The old trusty. The get out of jail free card for lambs. Okay, let's go. Oh dear. This is why we need to tube feed. For that exact reason. The tube feed's either going to go one of two ways. It's going to make it or break it. Now, it's not on a good road at the minute anyway. So getting a warm feed into it will either get it on its feet and it'll be fine and that'll be it. It'll be up sucking from mum, no problem. Or it's going to make it worse. But we have to try it because what's going to happen is it's just going to lie there. Eventually it'll get too cold. It can't get back up and we'll lose it. So we have to try it. So they should be able to take 100 ml without any problem whatsoever, and that'll fill their wee bellies up, make them feel so much better. Down into the stomach. 50 ml in one syringe. We'll give them 2 syringes. And what ends up happening if you do get a lamb that's refusing the bottle and it's refusing to suck off mum, and you have to tube feed it to keep it alive. They end up looking for the tube. So they look forward to the tube coming because they know their belly's going to feel nice and full. That's it, 100 ml. Let her drink that down. There we go. Right, you see immediately the difference in the belly. See a nice full belly, nice podgy belly. That's going to get their strength up. And you can still see where it's pooed. This is where it had pooed in the birthing canal and in the birthing sac because it was so stressed at labour. And it stained it. And when you get them really bad and really stressed, this is what happens. It stains the wool, and that'll be on there for a wee while. Some of it comes off no problem. The likes of over the head, furthest away from the bum, obviously, so it's not too bad. But the back end ends up really dirty and really stained. So that's why they've been set back, because they've had such a hard birth. Whatever's been happening in there, I don't know, but they've been in distress. It didn't seem like too bad a birth. I had to help her, obviously, give birth, but position-wise, time-wise that she'd been in labour, it wasn't too bad. So something's been happening to them that they've not been happy, and that's what we're trying to combat and fight now. Tube fed done. Both of them, nice full belly is going to warm them from the inside out. Now, we need to get a jumper on them. That'll keep them warm from the outside in. And hopefully, we'll just make them that little bit more resilient in the cold weather and the cold wind. And it does look very cute, but it can look a little bit strange, but they're very effective. It does work great. It's a great asset to have these little jumpers. You put them on, they look absolutely cute as a button, but they do serve a purpose. It keeps that wind, it keeps that chill off of them. Just keeps them nice and warm.
I did that one on the wrong way around.
I think so as well, yeah. I was just looking at it there like, yes. Don't think I can style this out. How did you do that? Quite happy, jumpers on. That's going to keep them nice and snug and warm. And hopefully Mum can look after them from now, and I don't need to intervene anymore. 2 happy lambs. Yeah, they're going to need monitored for the next few days really to make sure everything's okay. It is a worry when you get them like this, because they shouldn't be that weak. They should be out bouncing around, bellies full of Mum's milk, and they're not. They're lying flat, they look miserable, they look tired, they look weak. What's the reason? So it takes a lot of work from us to get them built back up into a point where we're happy with their health and their energy levels. So hopefully this tube feed's going to be the first step to it. Get little jumpers on, and in the next few hours we'll see a big difference. I've just been kicking all the hay up here for the sheep. As we normally do, keeps it nice and fresh and turning over. So it's coming along this way, kicking everything up. As you can see, they're in here eating it now that I've moved it. And look, who is this? I have no idea whose baby this is, or where it's came from. Right, where on earth is the mum of this wee one?
It must be a single.
But who? I can see
Or someone who's still lambing.
I can see, yeah, someone who's still lambing maybe. Is there anyone in there that has came out and walked along? Looking for the dirty bum, but has to be a single, surely. Surely it's a single. No, she should be standing right. She should be standing right next to it. She should be. So if I put this baby back in, I don't think that's hers. What's her bum like?
There's not a single bit of mess.
That's not hers. That's not your mum, darling. Who's this lying down here? What's that? Surely we can do this, see? Surely. I'm more confused now than when we started. But how did it get out? She's getting angry. Calm down, Mum. The mystery continues. Let's put her in here. The only thing that I'm thinking, see, is how on earth has it got over that? Because all the way along there,
no.
it's got a barrier.
Can't find out who the mum is.
I'm so frustrated. Come on, we can figure this out. Our single possibilities are her and the Jacob. It can't be the Jacob because it doesn't fit, so it's her. But her back end is immaculately clean. It is the same size as those twins.
If it was a twin, but...
Eh?
If it was a twin, yeah, but surely
Surely she's not had triplets that size. You've not had a triplet that size, it's massive.
unless she's a unit. Her birth was weird that they were that yellow.
Why are they yellow though? Like why? The only reason they'd be that yellow is... The only reason they'd be that yellow if she'd had something before and she had it a while ago.
Aye.
Even if it was hers, even if it was hers, what the hang's it doing away up there?
I know.
Because if she landed it, she'd be yelling for it over here. And she doesn't even like it.
And it's active enough looking for a mum, so it's not like it's going to run away from it.
Clutching at straws a wee bit.
Majorly.
It's not hers.
Not hers.
This is doing my head in. I've had the lamb in there and Mum didn't seem to be too keen. But again, why would the lamb be out here and why would it have left Mum in the first place? If it was out and wandering about here, someone would have seen it. That can't be a set of triplets C, surely. And your answer to did I check her for a third one? In all honesty, I didn't, because she had two whopping big lambs and the lambs were very slow to get started, so we had to work on them. So once I got the two, I've been working on them, trying to get them going. There's a lot of mucus in the airways. They were not happy whatsoever, so we were working on them and trying to get them sorted. But she had such big lambs, didn't even cross my mind to check for a third when she scanned for twins. I should have, because we've been having twins that have been scanned twins but have had triplets, but she's not taken to this. And why would it have left her, and why is she not shouting on it? The mystery of our triplet/twins, I think, has now been solved. Obviously, we had a set of twins that were born, we're quite happy with them. And then in the middle of the lambing shed, nowhere near Mum, we found this little guy snuggled in amongst the hay, quite happy, quite content. Now, we still don't know if he was born before or after we lambed these twins. I don't think we'll ever know that. But Mum is looking after him, and he's doing really well. He's in here with his brothers and sisters, happily feeding from Mum, and she's actually accepted him, which I didn't expect, considering he'd been separated from her for so long. So, a real good news story. All of them quite happy. She has enough milk at the moment to keep all three of them happy and healthy. And although slightly crabbit and slightly angry all of the time, she's a great mum and she's doing a great job of these three little babies. So with another mystery solved, remember, like, share and subscribe to our channels and you won't miss any of our lambing content. There is 300 more sheep and goats to go. We are just at the very beginning. Come and join us for an incredible journey this year.